Big Chainsaw Man Day. We are back yet again for some more La Reactions of Chainsaw Man. This is chapter 77. So I hope you guys are ready for this. As we know, Yoru got arms, and those arms aren't just regular arms, they gun arms, and and explosions and craziness. You already know what's about to happen. You already know what's about to go down. So with all that being said, welcome in, Desto. You said you don't know what's going on, but it's in a good way. Like you're still feeling it, but you're like, I don't know, man. YouTube banner, by the way, is now noticed. Oh yeah. We got a new YouTube banner. We got a whole thing, man. We got a whole thing. It was nice. My brother Ace came through and made me that. Okay, it's really nice. I'm happy for it, and it has all the things that I cover currently at the moment. So like it's perfect. It's freaking perfect. But with all that said and done, y'all know where to read it. Shonen Jump has it free over here. Go to the app, download the thing, do what you gotta do, but have it up so that we can react together for this chapter. All right? Okay, because this is a live reaction. I know nothing is going on here. How you doing, Ahmed? Welcome in. So, chapter 177. Trigger finger. Bang, bang, bang. 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 Cactus Jack is on the attack. Okay, look at this. Mouth restored. As we know from last chapter, she did blast out the mouth. So, not in a sus way or anything, but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. All right. Look at that. And she's destroying Chainsaw Man and saying bang. And as you getting shot up all day long, baby. God dang. Also, yeah, I would like to say this does confirm at least something when it comes to the whole Makima, like, kind of doing the same ability. This looks exactly like the ability, like to a T. You know what I mean? Like this is it. So look, this only confirms it even further than that. All right, remember we were talking about it? I'm just saying. Look, I just wanted to bring that up because look, this is the exact attack as before. Okay. Tank Devil, Gun Devil, both were created out of war. They fought for me as my kin, as symbols of my horrors. Interesting. She's not really like, she don't look happy in the face like that though while talking about this, obviously. I mean, it's horror, all right? Like, war never changes. War is never good, okay? So you never want to have war take over like that, all right? Yeah, it's definitely the same, man. 100%. Killing the Black Chainsaw Man will help grant Denji's wish, right? That's what Famine said. Again, I don't know about that. I don't know what kind of thought process Family was having with this and what she was saying, but I don't know. I don't know all that, but I guess we'll find out, right? Oh man, stop it, all right? Stop it right now. I knew someone was gonna bring that up at some point. I had a feeling somebody was gonna bring that up at some point. I mean, not to say that, look, that's why it's a thumbnail, but that is beside the point, all right? There has been so much more depth such a short amount of time here. Exactly, right? Which is good. I've been saying that we need to have a little bit of introspective when it comes to her character and just see in the mind of Yoru here and what's going on with her. You know what I mean? Like, there's still so much we don't know about her, so it's actually nice to see we're getting a little bit of something here, all right? So I appreciate that, all right? Cake is cake, all right? So God dang it. All right. Are you really okay with this, Yoru? With turning your friends, the devil's born from you, into weapons? She's thinking. What's she about to say? Children are their parents' property, I don't know if what kind of parenting is this? I don't know if you would call that property per se. All right. So I don't know about that. I'm gonna stop. All right. Look, we talking about some deeper things here. All right. I mean, there's also that too. All right, so Ahmed, stop. All right, God. But I guess I can't vibe with what she's saying here. Right? I feel like she's wrong. Ultimately, at the end of the day, here. All right, I just want to clarify this. Okay, children are not the parents' property. All right, they're individuals, and you raise these individuals to become something. Okay, they're not property. That's a whole different thing. All right. I'm gonna stop it, guys. All right, well, Chainsaw Man is back up, though. He's like, oh, okay, so good. You hurt me? Well, we're going to find out how hurt you going to get in a second. Yeah. Chainsaw Man, remember me. Did the pain remind you? Did it make you tremble? Did your stomach rumble with the desire to eat me? Okay, then. It seems I made you pretty mad, so fight me, Chainsaw Man! Okay. She had a whole monologue all of a sudden of this, okay. And he's hopping around, it looks like. She's like, over there. What we doing? Yoru was like, look, she said, she kind of reminds me of freaking of Zuko. You know the moment in Zuko where he was like trying to learn how to redirect lightning, and he was like, "Hit me, lightning, do it!" Like it kind of reminds me of that. Like, I'm just saying. You won't be born, exactly. Your parents won't be born, all right? And people die when they are killed. These are facts of life. These are facts of life, okay? So they grant their wishes to some extent. I mean, to a certain extent, yes. Yes. Show yourself, Chainsaw Man. There's a blood drive today. Give blood. Blood drive. Give blood to save a life. Blood drive. Oh, she ran away. You gotta be kidding me. No way. This sucker picked up the freaking sign. No. He's like, rah, 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 rah. Are you freaking... This man politicking? For people to give blood to him so he can heal back up. Is that what I'm understanding right now? Are you freaking serious? What is going on? What? Why is he bootleg? Why is he bootleg? What? Texas, United States. Yeah, good old Texas. Look, we talking about guns, right? You already know when it comes to the guns in the United States, the best place to go is good old Texas. You know, things are always big over there in Texas, right? I was too hooting, you know what I'm saying? It's not a hold down, it's a hooting at it. God dang. Ouch. Okay. What? Approximately 400,000 of the National Pistol Association of Americans, 3.45 million members, lost their index fingers. What? Okay, hold on a minute. What is happening? What? What is this ability? What? It's so bootleg. It's like your trigger finger. So she said, all right. I mean, that's why the chapter's named Trigger Finger. Oh, that's just stupid. Goddamn. Work. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. New York Statue of Liberty. Okay, what we got with this? What the heck's about to happen here? Interesting. There's a crack on the face. Wait. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, so I'm assuming, this is my assumption here, but I am assuming that there must be like what, some guns or some form of like, you know, there has to be some guns or something like inside the Statue of Liberty itself, which is why it's cracking. So we're gonna see that thing explode next chapter, and we're gonna see like a bunch of freaking, maybe that's where they're hiding all the other guns or something. Like, what? Wait, what are we doing here? That's the first thing that came to mind. All right, what are y'all thoughts on that? What is this chapter? He just put their finger up and then like everybody's getting got. It's funny. It's National freaking Gun Association. I'm done. Like, what? This chapter is interesting and it's funny, and it does, I feel like, make a message here again. This dude Fujimoto knows how to like try to bring it down a little bit back over here, you know, because you know we have a gun problem. We all know this, you know. In the United States, there's a gun problem, and it is something that is just still not getting resolved to this day. So it's just, I feel like he's highlighting it once again, which is, you know, it's very, I won't say it's funny, but I find it very convenient, I guess, or for the timing of it, given that there's been a lot of other shootings that have been happening very recently. So that I don't know if he was being in that political spectrum with some of this, but at the same time, this only fits within the story. But I find it interesting given the time frame we're going on here. Granted, I can't really say like it's ever stopped though. So like you can pretty much do this at any point in time, technically speaking, and then it'll still apply to this day because we can't stop having shootings. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. All right, good. Trigger warning. Oh, come on, man. People think it's she's going to summon the Freedom Devil. Freedom in a way comes from war, which is true. I mean, I make always so remember we were talking about Avatar: Last Airbender. I know it sounds weird that we're going over here all of a sudden, but to make a connection, we go back to Zahir. Zahir has the kind of like logic and thinking that chaos is also freedom, right? Like true freedom comes with chaos. And if since we're in, the United States is all about freedom and liberty and justice for all and all that stuff, it's kind of funny that we're using the Statue of Liberty, obviously, with all this whole situation. But we go from that perspective. That's why I'm like, it kind of makes some sense here if you really start to think about some of this stuff here. All right. Is there a freedom devil though? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there are people afraid of freedom. I know that sounds weird because, like I said, freedom can breed like chaos and stuff. Like it becomes more unknown because if you are truly free, things can just go down and get crazy like that. You know what I mean? God dang it! But Milk, please come on, look. I know everybody's been seeing that because I've already said it too. Not you too, man. Not you too. But welcome in, guys. Also might be helpful, but hopeful. But could we get the blood devil since he needs blood? I mean, you are thinking. Granted, I guess the question with that though, Desto, is how would that come to be? Like, is the devil just gonna pop out of nowhere? Like how would that actually happen? That's the question here, all right? Your cheeks, shit went down. It's like that's not the. What is? Are you telling me the the main like factor to where Chainsaw Man can go is when there's cheeks involved? Is what you're telling me right now? Is that what you're telling me right now? Like, what are we talking about? Look, man. Like I said, this goes into a deeper conversation, I feel like, when it comes to freedom and chaos and freedom, and it kind of goes in tandem. And this is just another kind of like instance where it's kind of showing that and everything. And war in of itself, once whoever the victor is the one that gets the most freedom out of the whole situation, because you guys are the victors. You get to decide how you want to dictate what, you know what I mean? And that's what sucks about just war. War is just such a unnecessary thing in our time, but it's still something that happens right now because, we can't help but still drive conflict. We can't help but still fight one another because it's just human nature in its entirety at the end of the day. I feel like there's always going to be an innate nature within us that wants to fight each other. So like even with all these political issues and other things of that nature, like you want to have a certain way, like even with life was like perfect the way you thought it was going to be, there's always going to be something that you're going to have a problem with. And that's why I don't mess with a lot of the certain ways of thinking that people be having, because at the end of the day, you're always going to find something you're going to be upset about, and there's going to be some kind of fight that happens all the goddamn time. It's a known thing. I mean, Attack on Titan does that type of like narrative pretty well. So that's why I like the message and narrative that was actually there in the series. So this is kind of, I feel like doing something similar with that. All right. When you shoot someone, use your special finger, maybe because of that. If you lost a finger. Oh yes, yeah. It's their trigger. That's why the chapter is called Trigger Finger. Like I understand. That was bootleg. So I'm like, oh, it's their trigger finger. And I was like, oh, because like at the end of the day, you always, when it comes to shooting something, you're always gonna have a favorite hand to do so with, right? You're left dominant, right dominant, depending on what you are, right? You're gonna be using that hand a lot, so that hand's always gonna have some type of residue with gunpowder and just things of that nature, right? So that's why she's able to actually pull those fingers off, like boop boop. Granted, I mean I don't know what she's gonna do with those trigger fingers. Like what's she about to do with that? Like is she gonna like form that into a gun? Like I'm curious, like how that's actually like what's that gonna do exactly? Because I don't understand what's gonna happen with her doing that. Like I want to know what y'all thoughts are when it comes to that, because I don't know how that's going to correlate for her to make something with that. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens here, though. Welcome in, though. Welcome in. Sectoru, that's why you say your name, right? We know that Blood has some kind of connection to the Chainsaw Man Devil. Maybe we could summon it. I mean, it's not impossible. We have been seeing, like, devils summoning other devils, but it's usually by a charm and all that. I don't know what we can, because like again, we don't know all the abilities of what Chainsaw Man Devil can do. What is he capable of? Who really knows? It's not impossible, but at the same time, I feel like it's a bit unlikely. I don't know. I want to know if there's like some other way that this could potentially happen, because I don't know about summoning it per se, especially from hell, because I'm assuming it's in hell right now, right? Using Makima power and now Asa. Yep, yep, yep. Every time Fujimoto does fan service, that was the case. I mean, that is so weird. I don't like that connection. Bro, stop that. What? Because I mean, if I start to really think about it, you're actually kind of right. That does make sense. Like every time there's fan service that's involved, like the story really starts to go through. I don't know if that's supposed to be fan service, all right? Maybe he was just like in a good mood or something. I don't know, man. God. Tell me I'm wrong. I can't say you're wrong, Ahmed. If that happens, I need people to remember that it's not gonna be the same power. Yes. I mean, it shouldn't be, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, if it does get reincarnated or does come back, like, if it's just the devil itself, it shouldn't really have the same characteristics as power. It's like Nayuta and Makima. Nayuta and Makima are two different characters, but they're the same devil, technically speaking, right? So people got to remember they're not going to be the same exact person. So even if this blood devil does come back, the likelihood of this devil being something that Denji and or even Chainsaw Man itself could probably recognize like that is probably, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be something that's going to factor in as we go on with the story. I just don't see it being the case here. Which is why I keep saying that Nayuta's not dead, because I just can't see power coming back. You know what I mean? Also, Himeno too? Alright, brother. It's literally the case. It keeps happening, okay? It keeps happening. You have a point. You have a point. Alright? That reminds me of the rituals that we've seen in the Summon Primals. I mean, that's true. Actually, you got a point there. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. You have a point. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, because the whole ritual with the falling devil happened, and a lot of people had to die by falling and all that, right? And that's when that devil appeared. So what, if there's enough bloodshed, then the blood devil should be able to. Hold on a minute. You might be onto something. Hold on a sec. She could be inadvertently summoning the blood devil in that way. If that's the case, if what I'm thinking and what you're thinking is correct here, there is a possibility then. Okay, hold on a minute. You might be onto something. There is a chance for her to come back. Okay, so we're gonna keep that in the pocket. We're gonna keep that in the pocket, actually. Also, Anna, welcome in, baby. Welcome in. How you doing? Which you gonna be like, here, something to remember them with. First, all right, guys, that's what it is, man. Also, Big Woke in the goddamn building. Welcome in, brother. How you doing? How you like this chapter? This chapter was it was a very triggering, if you know what I mean. I still got it. I still got it. Oh, you on a break? Ah, okay. You're on a break. And that's why I started actually doing this thing. Also, Ace in the goddamn building too. How you doing, brother? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Did you see the chapter? What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on it, guys? All right. I feel like this chapter, weirdly enough, doesn't have too much to talk about, given that we just seen her use the bang attack, and then we got people's like fingers getting pulled off, and then the Statue of Liberty is kind of cracking. You know, I want to make a joke real quick. You know, because we seen like Attack on Titan where once the wall cracked, we saw like freaking Titans inside the wall. Look, man. Well, if there's a bunch of devils inside the Statue of Liberty, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might like the face once it like falls down, like there might be a big devil inside there the entire time, resting until it was time for it to actually appear. Think about it. Think about it, all right? It'd be another like reveal, like how Attack on Titan did it. All right, boom, let's go, baby. Look, you get influenced by the greatness, by the goats, okay? I'm probably gonna say hi. I'm gonna get back to it. I sent you a text. Okay, I got you, baby. I got you. I'm in the middle of stream, but you do your thing, babe. You do your thing. I think all the homies coming in at once. I know they're all coming through all of a sudden. At this time. Try to talk about it because we don't know what's going on yet. Which is also true too. We don't really understand exactly everything that's happening. We can only speculate. Which is why I'm trying to figure out what y'all thinking. What kind of speculations do y'all have here? Because it's hard to tell where this is actually going. I have no idea. When it comes, especially when it comes to sexual liberty, and it's interesting that we're just going back into the United States of all things too. Anytime they just talk about guns, it goes back over here. I just, you know, again, I do find that funny. Fujimoto's like, I play ball. I understand, okay? Fujimoto likes giving your, for some reason. Oh, you too woke? Oh my God, what is the, guys? All right, look, okay, let's address the elephant in the room, the dump truck that's there, okay? Look, apparently, when it comes to freaking Yoru, he out here throwing it down, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know, all right? If I keep bringing this up, all right? The dump truck is real. It's there. Okay, we see it. Oh God. They call about blood possibly being Chainsaw Man's child. Wait, excuse me? Wait, being Chainsaw Man's child. Wait. I mean, I can see the correlation of what you're trying to say here. I kind of get what you're getting at. Because, I mean, we're doing the whole thing from before, you know, because, like, the Gun Devil and the tank and everything, you know, they're all products of war. I mean, chainsaws, when you open something up, there's a bunch of blood that always happens here, so the correlation is there. So there is a possibility that that could be the case, which would be kind of, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird, though. That'd be kind of weird. I don't know if I can subscribe to that theory right there. That'd be kind of weird. America, exactly. All right. Wait until they start talking about bombs and they shift over to. Excuse me. I mean, look, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But you never know. You never know when it comes when it comes to Fujimoto. He's not afraid to go there. Like, I feel like he's one of those artists that, you know what, at the end of the day, he will make a statement, and he's not afraid to go there. So we'll see what happens, though. Also, Raven, welcome in, brother. How you doing? What time is it for you? How you in here right now? Except for the Chainsaw Man was called Chainsaw Blood. Really? Wait, are you serious? I didn't even... Interesting. Really? What if that's a hint this entire time in our face, and we didn't even realize that? Bro, that would be insane. That would be insane. I mean, that theory is interesting, to say the least. I can say that much. But I don't know. I'm going to stick with the theory so for right now that Asa / Yoru it can potentially summon the Blood Devil, given that all the fingers just popped off at one time, and I guess it's going somewhere, right? I'm just going to make that assumption here, right? Yeah, maybe the statue is where the Americans' gun body parts are stashed. Pretty much just the only thing I think of. Yeah, that's pretty much the first thing I thought of, too, Rosa. I was thinking that maybe why it's cracking is that there's other Gun Devil parts that are there. So, like, they stash it in the Statue of Liberty. Like, one place you don't think to really check. Who's going to check the Statue of Liberty for this? You know what I mean? Who's going to go inside of it, mind you, and see, hey, there's Gun Devil parts in here. Like, they're not going to do all that. So, that's not a bad hiding spot to do that if that's the case here. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that'd be too easy. This is Fujimoto we're talking about. Fujimoto loves to misdirect us and make us think one thing, but it's actually not the thing. You know what I mean? You've seen how he writes. So, this is like our first thought process. Our first thought is not usually the correct thought. So, there's got to be something else going on here. I like to think so. Oh, it's 9:20 a.m.? Oh, it's actually pretty early for you. Okay. I thought, I don't know, I thought it was like a little later or something, or a little earlier than that. But hey, welcome in though, man. How you doing? Would be interesting if it was true. I mean, I like the theory. And it'll be nice to see if that was the case here. You gotta keep in mind, Fujimoto really changed up how we think about devils with the Yoru reveal, which is true. I mean, I feel like he's been doing that for a while now, actually. Even with the what's that devil? The one that just came by here and he's like ready to die. You know, because he's trying to do like a contract or work with some people. Because we thought initially he was a hand devil, right? Because he had a bunch of hands and all that. Why so we keep going back to hands and fingers and all this stuff? It's like a common theme that's been going on here. Now I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? So, like, the misdirects are like very heavy there all the goddamn time. Even with the Justice Devil, right? Like, there's so many misdirects that you might think is going on, but it's hard to tell what's actually truly going on here. And Fujimoto's been doing this since part 2, like for a minute now. So I'm like, I can't. I don't know, man. It's hard to keep that thought process there. Because, you know, Fujimoto loves to do this type of stuff to us. Like the detail at the end with the mark on the statue. Looks like Yoru scar. Oh, true. You got a point there. Actually, look at that again. If it'll load. Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Out here scarring the freaking. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a little nice detail. Also, I will say he did a good job drawing the Statue of Liberty, by the way. Art style wise is actually pretty good. And, you know, there's more than one reason outside of the whole dump truck thing that y'all talking about, all right? Art style was actually on point this chapter. He was going in. Also, again, you know, Yoru wants that recognition. He's like, you need to fight me. Do you remember me? Remember me, sucker? I was the one that was putting you in the pressure. All right? I'm that guy. That's what Yoru was saying, basically, all right? So, You know, she has that fire and that intensity to be able to get the dub. That's what she's looking for right now. Here's her mom literally died to save her. I don't think knowing that Yoru killed her kids without any remorse for a power boost will set. Yeah, I mean, they're two different characters at the end of the day, right? And their morals at the end of the day are different. They should be. So I mean, even if that doesn't sit well with Asa, the question here is, like, I mean, they seem like they've been in tandem and working well with each other now, right? But I do wonder if, like, there it could still be some disconnect that's here. Because, again, they're still two different people. So I wonder if that would even matter if Asa is feeling some type of way about how Yoru treats her children, you know? Because, yeah, you have a very good point about that. So I wonder if that's going to be at least something that's going to be in the back of her mind, maybe. I don't know if she's going to be able to, like, truly say it. But at the same time, Yoru can also see inside her mind. So it's like, the conversation should be interesting about that if they decide to even bring that back up. I do wonder about that. Because that is a very great point about that. So, yeah. Fuji definitely steps art back up the last couple of chapters. Yeah, he's been really showcasing that this man he's not washed. He's still ready. He's still good. He still enjoys drawing Chainsaw Man. Also, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is it going on break? No, it's saying, okay, it is, okay. It's saying on here, next week we'll be having another chapter for Chainsaw Man. And if that's the case, all right. I'm looking forward to it. I hope so anyways. Because we need to keep this momentum going. I don't want it to just stop all of a sudden with the break, because he's doing a good job right now. So let's keep this momentum happening, because we need to see what's about to happen next week too. We need to see what happens next week, because I'll be upset if all of a sudden we don't get nothing. And then we're just going to be sitting here waiting for 2 weeks just for something to happen. Also, it's already been shown that she's able to fight back. It's going to take... Oh, okay, true. It's going to take for Yoru to do something she doesn't like. Interesting. It also says next week, so it's not Jump being weird again. Okay, good. So we should have a chapter next week then, all right? Rosa, what? Fumiko POV next chapter? Why we need a Fumiko POV, point of view? Why we need a point of view of Fumiko? I didn't expect that one. That came out of left field for me. Look, I don't even mess with Fumiko like that, all right? I don't know about that girl. God dang it. I mean, you got me wondering, because I mean, I guess she can technically kind of fight back between this, because like I said, it depends on the kind of control that she even has here with her own body, given how they can like switch between the two. But even then, it's like I feel like they're a bit more on the same page as of late, so it's hard for me to like definitively say that if she has a problem, she will really like outcast like Yoru in some ways. You know what I mean? I just don't see that being the case here. I don't know. It's hard for me to see them go at each other's necks. You know what I mean? I just don't see that being the case here. How many bullets did Yoru shoot, by the way? That's a good question, actually. I mean, we can go find out right now. Part of me wants to say, like, what, maybe 5 or something? Let me go back. We gonna count together, okay? So, well, are we counting from last chapter or just this chapter? Okay, wait, are you expecting that she needs to reload? Are you assuming that? Is that what it is? Why you asking that question? So that's 1 right there. It's 2, 3. I'm assuming she shot 3 times. Right? He said, no, 4 times. No, it's 4 times. 4 times. 4 times. Yeah, unless that boom right there when he flew away. No, that's the first hit. No, it's just 4 times. 4 times right there. Yeah. So she shot 4 times. So if it's like a revolver, she still got like at least 2 more shots. At least. Alright? And she's pointing around, she never shot at that time either. So, yeah. Also, this man out here giving out, I don't know why he was like looking for blood. Like, why is Puchita... Because it's what's interesting about this, because I kept saying that this version of Puchita might be more devastating and more gruesome, but then he does this with the freaking sign. So, like, he still has a sense of, like, I guess care? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but I just know that he's not someone that is just willing to just straight up kill, just because he can kill anybody right now and get some blood. but he's not doing that. He has morals that are actually there that allows him to be like, you know what? Can someone like lend me some blood or something? You know what I mean? So it makes it quite interesting to see that even though this Vegeta seems to be like on a different level, like on a strength level and all that, he still has those elements that are there within him. So honestly, I don't think there's much of a difference between this Chainsaw Man versus the Chainsaw Man we saw from last time then. Because I thought there might have been a difference between the two, but I don't think that's the case. This looks like the same one. Like, I don't think there's like any difference like mindset-wise or any of that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Because I always expected that this one's more wild, but I guess that's not the case. So everything I've been saying for the last couple of chapters might be wrong when it comes to Chainsaw Man, unfortunately. It's I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Kobeni coming back when? I don't know if we're ever going to see Kobeni. I don't see her, especially in this particular situation. Why would she even come back? Like, this is dangerous. Like, she ain't about to be over here. I don't really see that being the case here. Kobeni just, yeah, exactly. Now, that's you seen she's special. When she isn't bad. Like, when it comes to her fighting skills and everything, Kobeni has some abilities that we don't know of that we actually still need to, like figure out what's going on with her, right? I feel like this is like one of those other mysteries in Chainsaw Man that just isn't really getting solved or getting talked about like that. Because Kobeni all of a sudden has like this other mode where she's like freaking OP, but it's like, why though? we have no idea why. Her suffering is not over. I mean, it isn't. But look, I let her wait. I still think and still subscribe to the theory that she either has a contract potentially with like the Death Devil, or she could have. Maybe there's like a suffering devil, and maybe she's contracted with the suffering devil or something. Like, she could easily. Cause the thought process I've been having with Kobeni is the fact that at the end of the day, you can make contracts for other people. It has been shown that you can do that within Chainsaw Man, and I do wonder if maybe like the mother of Kobeni or something like that did a contract for Kobeni so she can have such and such to be able to provide for the family. Right? Because she didn't really probably want to like be a part of this life, but maybe she would do something like that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if something crazy like that happened. So I'm just throwing it out there. Her family forced her to rescue her brother. Exactly, Ahmed. See? Because again, her family wants her to do things, and the family just stay in the back. They don't have to do nothing. All right. Brother's here. She has come back eventually. I mean, I feel like they're kind of ways away now. Especially considering everything that's been going on. Like, they've been jumping around a lot, so I don't know if they're following Chainsaw Man throughout all this, or what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, I ain't about to deal with all this. After seeing that head on the plate, why the heck would I still be here? You know, like what are we talking about? I still say it's the bad luck devil. I mean, it could be that. It could be anything. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of death that always happens around her, which is why people were thinking that it could be like the Death Devil, some kind of contract with it, or she could be the Death Devil itself. Because everybody was saying that at one point, but I really don't think that's the case. So that whole theory is done and cooked. Okay, Fallen Devil cooked that thing. So I think it could either be some kind of contract with it, or it could be like a suffering devil, or like you're saying, a bad luck devil. Because I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. All I see is Vegeta protecting Denji. He hasn't been reckless outside of protecting Denji from all those things and people. Yeah, exactly. But Rosa, that's what I'm saying. Like, it seemed. I thought. Like I said, initially when I first saw this version of Vegeta coming out, I thought it would be more angry after seeing literal Nayuta's head on a plate. When that was shown there, I thought that we're going to see a more vicious, like, Vegeta Chainsaw Man version or something that's going to be a little bit different. And initially it felt like that was the case here. And a much stronger version of it, potentially. So that was the thought process I've had for a minute. But I'm seeing, especially right here now, that's definitely not the case. They're not doing that. So, this is still the same one as we've seen before, so I don't know. Maybe I hyped it up too much. Like, that was partly my fault. I feel like, because maybe I wanted something a little bit different out of the situation when it comes to this version of Vegeta. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Kobeni's contract has to be tied with their combat abilities. That is also a possibility too. That would, I mean, I feel like any devil in that sense could technically be that though, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I want to say, well, that'd be weird. I was gonna say that there could be like a martial arts devil or something. You could contract with that, and it gives you martial arts, but that'd be stupid. I don't. I mean, who the heck is afraid of martial arts? Granted, I can't even say that because I don't know, like the way the world works in Chainsaw Man and how devils are in the first place. Like the makeup of it, it could be any devil can happen. Any devil's possible, so it's not impossible for something like that to be the case here. And she could just be contracted with a devil that allows her like combat abilities or something. You know, it could be a freaking solid snake devil. God, gives you CQC. God, let me stop. I mean, yeah, there is a tomato devil. But look, to be fair, there are people that are afraid of tomatoes. I've seen it. I've actually seen it. It's a weird thing to be afraid of. But that's why there's phobias in the first place. There's so many phobias in this world, and some of them are so ludicrous. And it's like, bro, it can't even hurt you. But you scared though. Like what? God. I trust that family and Yoshida have not been seen. I bet they are up to something possibly. Oh, 100%. Well, I don't know if they're together. I don't know about that. I mean, again, we don't even know what happened to Yoshida. You gotta remember that, Death, though. Like, we don't know if the man's dead or alive right now. He is MIA, missing in action. I do think he's alive. His devil could have just got ate and he got away. But we don't really know. But the fact that I didn't see no body, that to me, it gives me enough clarity to know that the person's still alive. I've been seeing like too many freaking shonens, too many mangas for that matter, try to give us a fake out death. And look, that's not gonna trick me. You ain't gonna get me. Not today, all right? So Bongo, welcome in. It has been a minute. How you doing, bro? Welcome in. That's why I said it's the luck devil. She has a bad luck all the time, but the contract lets her have good luck for a moment. Okay. That's so. Wait a minute. You kind of cooking there. That makes sense. That I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Also, is my stream still up? Because it's saying something's going on my stream. Okay, there we go. My frames dropped for a second there for some reason. Are we still good? Hopefully y'all can still see me. Still waiting for the woman devil? Oh man, please. Are you serious? Okay, guys. Okay, we're good. Okay. Just want to make sure. I saw something. Oh, it's been lagging. Yeah, my internet is being stupid for some reason. I dropped some frames all of a sudden. I don't know why I did that. Okay, we're still good. All right. Okay, cool. We good. Also, Bongo, come on. Look, everybody that comes in here. Why is everybody that come in here and be like, yeah, like what is this? He said, this like I said, Mamo Yoru. Bongo. Look, everyone that came here like, hey, did you see that picture channel? Was it panel 6? You see panel 6? Yeah, like really, Ahmed. Granted, look, I don't know. Cox internet has been acting kind of weird lately. I don't know what's going on. I need them to stop doing this because that's the reason why I lost internet last stream. The last time I was streaming, I freaking lost it because freaking Cox said, we're done. God, freaking bull crap, man. But I like your idea. The bad luck devil isn't an impossibility, or just a luck devil in general. You know what I mean? So that's why when she was going ham, that's just good luck. So it gives her good luck for that moment. So therefore, she can never technically lose in that sense, as long as she always takes the L's for other situations. Like she could be, for instance, she could be literally building up bad luck the entire time. So whenever something she needs that's good luck, she can be unstoppable. Like she could fight against Chainsaw Man right now. That's how good her ability is. That I wouldn't be surprised by that. They can't last more than 10 minutes. Okay, Ahmed. All right, sucker. All right. Overall, with all things said and done when it comes to this week's chapter of Chainsaw Man, the rating I do want to give this, because this chapter was, I feel like, on the shorter end of this week, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Either a 7 or a 7.5. No, I'm going to go for a 7. This wasn't a bad chapter. It was still good. I just feel like we could have had more meat on the bone. There was not really a lot that happened here, and it's one of those chapters where we kind of need an explanation of what's actually going on, because things are so uncertain to what's actually happening here. But what are the ratings you guys give for this Chainsaw Man chapter this week? I'm kind of curious. Also, let me see. Did I miss your theory? So my internet was stupid at one point. Did I read it? What theory is that? Actually, I don't even see like a long thing. He said, how many bullets did Yoru shoot? That's like the last comment I'm seeing from you. Or you said yup as well. Like, did it even come up? So I don't see it anywhere. Could you please repost it, Woke? Yeah, except for the, come see. The way Yoro was moving is like Kuchita did a Shannon Sharp on her and went to get the what? Now Yoro wants to go. What are you talking about? What? I don't even know. I don't know how to react to that. I don't know how to react to that. This dude right here. It's about freaking Shannon Sharp. Let's not bring that guy up. God dang. Clapping cheeks on freaking live. God, let me stop. How this become the Kobeni hype train? I have no idea, but look, we all want Kobeni to come back and show that love, show that greatness that she has, man. I'm just saying. 7 as well? Yeah. The scene with Kuchita and the girl reminds me of Kobeni. I mean, technically, yes. Because, I mean, again, Kobeni was scared. And anybody can technically remind you of freaking Kobeni. I mean, people are going to be afraid. Come on. Anybody will be afraid for that matter. Are you going to sit there, give freaking blood to a freaking chainsaw devil that's right there saying, rah, rah, rah. Like, what are you going to do? You going to run away. Yeah, you trying to be over there. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah. Okay, I'm done now. Bang reminds me of Makima. I mean, you do have a point though, and I was saying that before when I was reading it, that this looks like the exact same attack. It's not even anything different. So this attack originated from this particular devil, from the gun devil like that. So I'm assuming she found a way, because she had like gun devil parts, to be able to actually utilize that ability. Is what was going on here. That's my assumption of why she was able to do that ability. They're not clarifying it, but that's what I'm assuming here. He don't bite. How do you know? All right. What are we talking about? God. Have you seen the... Yes, I've seen it, Ahmed. And we're not going to discuss that here, okay? We're not going to discuss that here. We'll discuss that in the Twitch stream, which twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. I do stream over there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if you want to see the live reaction of Kagurabachi, be sure to be over there. And then, like, what? In the next 3.5 hours. In the next 3.5 hours, I should be streaming over there, depending on whatever time you guys are on. Like, that's why I'm giving you like the hours of it. So in the next 3.5 hours, I will be over there at twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster, and we're going to be doing Kagurabachi and some Dandadan as well. So we're going to be reading some stuff. We might even see if we can get into one of the newer chapters, and one of the newer mangas that came out. There's Ichi the Witch, and there's this other one that came out just very recently, like 2 days ago. And Kit was actually telling me about this, so we could actually see if we can read a new manga altogether. If y'all want to see that, I don't know if y'all want to see more content, a different manga for us to read, but just throwing it out there. All right, just getting thrown out there. Please, I consider. Oh, really, you can't say please though. All right. I think you're summoning the rest of the gun devils sword in the statue. Yes, I do agree. I'm assuming, so everybody's kind of in that same thought process that we're just trying to summon the rest of the gun parts that's in the statue, which is kind of crazy to even think about. Like, the symbolism behind that is kind of crazy, The thing that is all about liberty and justice for all actually has, the thing that liberates for our justice is the bullets and the guns and all that are there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get the symbolism, okay, Fujimoto. As an American myself, I understand. God, you showing my comment? Yeah, it's like, for some reason, I don't see that theory you're talking about. Well, it's not. I see what you're saying there, but I don't see like a theory for some reason. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's out here freaking playing you, man. And they get the best stuff, man. I mean, they do. All right, it's probably a 7 for me. Could be higher when we find out what's going on. Yes, exactly. That's all right. I don't want to make it too high for it, only because I don't know what's about to happen. We don't really, because we are only making speculations, but it could be anything in there. It could be anything, all right? Yes, Don, yes. Did you not see the latest video that came out, all right? We are making videos for Don, man. Well, just stay tuned, man. Either Kuchita kills a random devil or something. Maybe this is a good time to reintroduce the blood devil. Yeah, so, Bongo, there's this theory, because like one of the things she could be actually doing, right, is almost in a way summoning the blood devil. Think about it, because like all the people in America just lost a finger basically, right? Because everybody got guns, everybody shooting. But this kind of reminds us of how the fallen devil got actually introduced, right? Everybody started falling and dying off based off of falling and stuff, and there was a bunch of bodies that then allowed it to actually form itself and materialize in the real world. So this in a way could technically be something similar. If there's enough blood being shed at one time, maybe the blood devil can actually appear. But even with all that said and done, I don't think that's really gonna matter so much. It's not like Puchita's gonna be like, oh my god, it's power. It's not gonna be the same thing. The interaction is not gonna be there that people are expecting it to be. That's the thing here. Like, we gotta remember, when Makima died. We saw Nayuta. Nayuta and Makima are two totally different characters, and so I don't think it's gonna be anything different from that. It's gonna be a different character than what we experienced from before. You know what I mean? I'd be surprised if we saw Power. I'd be shocked. So, but I doubt it though. I do doubt that. Yeah. Oh, you asked about today's stream? Oh, the way you said Dandadan, like I thought you're like, how dare you try to read Dandadan? No, yeah, we're gonna be reading some Dandadan as well. So it's gonna be Kagurabachi and Dandadan for twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster. We're gonna be reading over there, all right? Okay, basically every time Yoru fires a bullet, 100,000 Americans lose their index finger. Oh, I see it now. Oh, snaps. It was shot 4 times, and then all of a sudden, bro. That's interesting though. Why would that happen? Like, that's very interesting. Cause you do have a point there. I didn't even realize that. Yo, that's dangerous though. So hold on a minute. If it is tied to that, she only has, I mean, she has a lot of bullets, technically speaking, then, if that's the case. If you really think about it like that, because, I mean, again, there's a lot of people with guns. I mean, to an extent, because obviously Gun Devil's not really around like that, but guns are being reintroduced, and, you know, people do be shooting. So I do wonder how many actual bullets she has then, and is she aware of what she's doing, is the thing, too. Like, is she aware that this correlates to that? That's a very good theory. Honestly, that theory sounds very, very accurate and very true. So, you know what? Good job, Woke. Good job on that. Yeah, Woke out here is smart sucker right now, man. He out here giving us all the freaking theories, man. Look at you. God dang. Big Woke over here, man. Look, if I was making a video, you be placid on there, man. God dang. Aren't you supposed to read Dandadan? Yeah, I'm gonna be reading Dandadan. Yes. Also, so naive. Yor obviously doesn't believe Fami. Fami has her own motives. Yor even told also to stay away from her. Exactly. I don't know what is with. Well, maybe that's the pivot, Bongo, because like we think Asa is just being naive. Maybe there is something that she can see within Fami, maybe that we're not seeing. I doubt it though. I highly doubt it, because I mean, obviously, again, she has her own motives. Like we all think this. Like, she has her own motives. She ain't about the freaking, like, come on, guys. Like, what are we really talking about here? So I doubt she's a good person at the end of the day here. Okay, like, come on now. Yeah, because she fired forward. Yeah, exactly. Woke. Like, bro, you blew my mind. Pun intended. All right. Like, if I had a contract with the Prime Minister of Japan like that, which is true. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder how that contract came to be, or is that like, how does that actually correlate? How does that work? You know, I need to know like the structure of that, because I don't think there's like a bunch of contracts. I don't think you're. I mean, yeah, you're not doing a contract with the devil per se. Well, are you? Wait, well, yeah, you are technically, yes. Actually, yes. Okay, never mind. I see it now. Never mind. You are doing that actually. Yes. Okay. All right. With that said, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. I got it. For a second, I was like, no, because like the Gun Devil, but they're 2 and 2. They're together now. So whatever contracts that are there with the Gun Devil, she has it now. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm shocked that should respond from being crushed by the aging devil, but can't regenerate his arm from your shot. I mean, so the agent devil only punched him though. Like, it wasn't like a decapitation of any sorts, right? It's just a blunt force of an attack that happened. So yeah, she should be able to recover from that. That's not the same thing as like losing a whole arm. You know what I mean? That makes sense in my opinion. The more powerful the weapon, the weaker it is. So it must have consequences. Which is true. That makes so much freaking, bro. That's so freaking good, man. You need to share that somewhere. All right. Fami just weird. Fami is a weird person. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Asa might be seeing something that we're not, and maybe she actually sees that she's just a weird girl at the end of the day that wants food. Maybe. I doubt it though. Like, she obviously is like a bigger player in all this, but you know, people can dream. All right. You know, look remorseful at the beginning of the chapter. Was you lying? Which is possible to have. There is a possibility that could be the case. Also, welcome in. That could be possible. Why for them to use the gun devil power, they have to pay a price. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that gets a gun has to do some form of contract with it in order for you to use it. And if that's the case, Asa slash Yoru has all those contracts because now they merge together basically, right? So that wherever the gun devil is hers, and therefore she's able to just do that, which is really messed up because you don't know what you don't even realize what happened here. That's kind of crazy to really think about though. Like imagine if other devils like were to merge with each other, and there's people with more evil intent to use that ability elsewhere, and you just die all of a sudden because you contracted with the wrong devil basically. Like bro. Christopher Bang was an ability from the Gun Devil. Also, Yoru got a junk in the trunk for. All right. Alan, welcome in. Tab, YouTube. Look, literally everybody that walks up in this goddamn stream, they read the chapter. They say dump truck. All right, like this is freaking ridiculous. One of the gods, exactly what's happening. I'm done. God, Regenerate when it sent itself to Earth when fighting Makima. Which is true. Which is true. You have a point there, actually. I mean, was there some other requirement that happened that allowed him to actually be able to regenerate, though? I gotta go back to look at that. Oh, of course I remember you. What kind of question is that, Alan? What are you talking about? How you doing? The Asa knows family is lying, but she has no other choice but to be willingly ignorant. With this as her only, I get maybe. I mean, she could be a little bit smarter with the situation, though. She don't have to just agree or make that assumption with Fammy, though. You're right. I feel like, I mean, given that she has a naivete type of like thing about her, you got to remember that though. When it comes to Asa, she can be easily fooled. It's not that hard. And it's the second time you come here with the same question. Exactly, man. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Bro, come on. Vegeta was crushed, not just punched before the respawn. I mean, he wasn't like fully crushed like that. I don't think he got like he didn't. I don't think he took on damage. Like that's like the thing from what I remember. I don't remember him taking on actual damage from that attack. That's why he was able to recover from that like so easily. You know what I mean? I don't think that was the case here. That was one of the things why I kept saying like Vegeta was actually more of a tank than I realized. I'm like he was getting hit and not a lot of damage is actually going on here. So I don't think he got hurt like that. When it's space through it to Earth, yeah, regenerate. Yeah. That's just like well, I feel like that's a different scenario though, if I'm not mistaken. Tav, I think that's a different. I mean, that's weird. His regenerative ability is actually very odd if you do think about it. We make the assumption of it that he just needs blood all the time to be able to regenerate, but maybe there's like something else in the pocket that allows him to still regenerate at times, depending on maybe the type of damage. I'm not sure actually. You have a point there. I'm not sure. Don't trailer power. Come on, man. Just want to say I was the first in the game. Yes, you were, Ahmed. You're the first one that came up in here and said dump truck, okay? I know. Yeah. Remember to like the stream because I forgot. Yeah, remember to like the stream, guys. I haven't said that yet, but if you guys can, it helps with the algorithm to be able to push yourself out to more people and us have more people up in here to have conversations about Chainsaw Man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. All right, it was good seeing you again. Hey, peace. I appreciate it, man. One time, yeah. All right, Vongo, appreciate you. Got you at a 7, I see. And we're gonna get out of here ourselves, actually, because I feel like we exhausted the conversation of what this chapter is. 7 out of 10 is the best that we can give it right now. It feels like everybody's on the same page with this, which is actually surprising. I will say, because like typically that don't be the case. But oh yeah, I saw showing to be smart, but it's ignorant when people give her compliments. Exactly, yeah. Family literally built her up and let her be in the church. So yeah, exactly. See, yes, exactly, 100%. And that was a ploy to kind of get her guard down in the first place. The gun gauntlet doesn't have auto tracker like the gun devil. The devil knew where Makima was. Yoro doesn't. I mean, that's true. That's true. That's also true as well. You do have a point there. You guys are talking. You guys are right. You do have a point there with that. But all right. We can talk more about Chainsaw Man, but we'll be over there on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster in like 3 hours from now. For 3 hours from now, we'll be over there on that channel. And if you guys want to go check that out, I appreciate it, okay? All right? Like this video again. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet either, all right? If you know anybody that's new here, if y'all like the reactions that we do have and the conversations that we have about Chainsaw Man, please go ahead and subscribe. We will do this every week or anytime Chainsaw Man actually appears in our feeds, so we can go ahead and actually like review this and react to it together, all right? You already know, all right? 8 out of 10, I got you. I'll give it an 8 because I wish. Wow, Ahmed. All right. Gun versus gun. I mean, that would be an interesting battle, but I don't know if that would be a battle that would be smart to do. I will say. All right. Although she did say she sacrifice gun, it wouldn't make sense that 20% of being transformed into Yoru's gauntlet would completely merge in one go. So other countries could use gun as well. I mean, that's also true too, but she is like, I'm assuming she is summoning other parts of the gun devil though. You know, so she is like, you know, the mother of weapons at this point. So I like to think she can do something like that. See. 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I'm being nasty right now, all right? Get the guy out of here, guy. All right, guys. Like I said, we'll be back later. Hope I see you all there. Appreciate you guys are all coming through, jumping into the stream. Whether you're here for 5 seconds or for the entirety of the stream, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that is still here, rocking with your boy, Thabreakmaster. All right, guys. Until then, people, break out the wire.